This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Wrestling POV content not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised.
Wrestling POV is preposterous, is obnoxious, is atrocious, is ridiculous, is churlish, is interesting, but stupid! Wrestling POV is your point of view, bring you 20 years of change in the wrestling business. From the spotlight to the polls, from birthdays to hot tech news, wrestling news, rumors, and injury report, covered by the greatest in the whole damn sport. This week in wrestling, who made the book? My second shuffle, pay-per-view, points games. Love, peace, and wrestling is what they're all about. So sit back, kick back, and hear them all out.
We are back.
Yeah, big news this week. Everybody's got their little panties in a bunch.
Uh-oh.
And when I say that, I mean the AEW fanboys. Oh yeah, and I got some beef with a listener or a fan or whatever the fuck he is. I don't know what he is. I got some beef with that. But big news this week: Kevin Owens resigning.
Yes,
we'll talk about that. That's part of our hot tag news. And of course, I got some news for the show. Pandora, we're on there now. They picked us up. Yeah, just another platform for everybody to listen to. I literally just got the email this morning that from Pandora saying that they want to produce our show on their platform. So I said that's fine.
Okay. Cool. That's awesome.
Another platform for everybody to listen to. I mean, because here's the deal. I mean, Podbean, I'd never heard of Podbean in my life until I did this show. Mm-hmm. So I know a lot of people don't know what Podbean is, but Podbean is where they distribute our show. Mm-hmm. So if we get an offer, like we got an offer from iHeartRadio, for them to produce our show on their platform, on their app. So they go through us and then say, hey, we want to put your show on ours. You got a bunch of listeners, blah, blah, blah. And then, but they also have to link their shit to Podbean. Podbean is like the main source. You know what I'm saying? It's like the main cell. And then they got little wiggly worms to eat little app. But they got to go through Podbean first.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's why when you hear us say Podbean, Podbean does have their own app. They prefer that you go through them to listen to whatever shows that they have on there. But they also make a little bit of a cut from, the other networks that wants to air, the shows through Podbean, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yep.
Pandora did the same thing. Like I said, I literally found out probably about an hour before we did the show. They sent me an email saying that they're going to broadcast our show on their app, on their platform. And, of course, they had to go through Podbean for that. And then now we'll be on there. And it's like I said, because, people choose Spotify over Apple, or they'll choose Pandora over Spotify. They just, that's what they're used to. So it's good that we fan out to different platforms. And, yeah, I'm happy about that.
There's also another one called Deezer.
It was called what?
Deezer.
I thought you said
Deezer. I thought you said geezer too.
No. Yeah, there's one called Deezer. It's like It's kind of like Spotify. It's basically the same layout.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, but yeah, there you go. There's our hot tag news. All right, let's go straight on to our Facebook post. This one was kind of interesting because I was I thought, honestly, I thought posting this would be like a one-sided, vote. But, I don't know what it was. I mean, maybe people were still butthurt that Kevin Owens decided to stay in WWE because we posted it right after that post. And I don't know if that's what it is, but Jesus Christ, people. Serious? We just asked one simple question. Who's having a better title run? That's it. That's it. And motherfuckers, they went crazy.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
They did. And what's wrong with y'all? Anyway. Now, before I read these comments, we'll go to you guys. But the post is who's having a better title run? Jesus Christ. Who's having a better title run? I'm not done with my coffee yet. Either Shinsuke Nakamura, who's the IC champ, or Damien Priest. Now, my pick is Damien Priest. Obviously. He's out there doing fucking open challenges, all that shit. And it's funny how we posted this, and then all of a sudden you hear that shit on SmackDown.
Right? That's what I thought.
I was like,
wow.
The motherfuckers heard.
They listened to the show.
As soon as I saw that segment on SmackDown, I was like, oh, wow, we were just talking about this.
Yeah. But it's funny, though, because, like I said, I heard that. I was like, Vince was probably like, fuck. POV fuckers. They caught on to my bullshit. Yeah, we did, Vince.
Exactly.
You noticed. You hear us talk about that shit. So before I go to the comments, what do you guys thought? Who's your pick?
For me, it's got to be Damien Priest. I mean, at least he's, defending the title at some point. When's the last time Shinsuke had a one-on-one for the Intercontinental title? Besides with him and Boogs, it just doesn't make sense. Priest, actually, like you said, has open challenges. But I just feel like WWE as a whole doesn't hold standards anymore to the United States or the Intercontinental Championship. And that's sad. Yeah. Because at one point, the Intercontinental Championship was the title to go after. So it was. And the United States title, it was there and it was, popular. But right now it sucks because both of them just haven't defended the title like it used to be, and that's my thing. So if I had to say a better run, it'd be Priest.
Yeah. All right. I 100% agree. Elio.
I'm going to go with Damien Priest because at least he's had open challenges. He's defended it against Sheamus. When was the last time Shinsuke defended the Intercontinental Championship? When I was watching wrestling, that was always the secondary title. You win that one, and then your next step is the World Championship. Yeah. And now it's like they put more focus on a title that they created to give mid-card guys something to do on Raw. And they totally ignored the Intercontinental Championship, which actually meant something.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
It is.
All the greats that held that title. Don Morocco, Pedro Morales. Come on. Tito Santana.
Seriously.
Friend of the show.
Even Greg Valentine had held at one point.
Greg Valentine, yeah. He was one of them. Boy, when I started watching wrestling, I think Pedro had the title. That's how old I am.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Greg Valentine's run with the title, that was pretty impressive too.
Yes.
Let's go to the comments. Alicia Parker says this. I cannot make this up. Seriously. I cannot make this up. Even though I don't watch Raw.
What?
That's how she starts the comment. Even though I don't watch Raw, I'm going to say Priest. Because Nakamura doesn't defend his title, and he should honestly be stripped of the title.
How do you know that we didn't watch Raw?
Oh my goodness.
And then
okay.
Now, before I go any further, I will say that I'll say about 90% of the comments, they did go with Priest. Saying he's having a better title run than Nakamura because, but these fucking comments, oh my God. Lee Sizemore says, neither one of them are doing anything special. The last good IC run was when The Miz had it.
That's
Brock
how we were asking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar had a stranglehold on the Universal title and barely defended. Miz was stepping up, making the IC title more relevant than the Universal title was.
That's not what we were asking, bro.
What?
We're asking who was had the better title run, not. Okay. Like I'm lost for words.
Oh my God. But you know what's sad is that you guys know on Facebook, like when we make these posts and then people comment, you can like their comment and shit. This person had like 4 likes on there. Someone liked their comment, which makes them a bigger fucking idiot than the person that just wrote that. And I feel dumb reading it. I do.
Yeah.
Matthew Shalene, he said one is defending his title almost weekly. The other hasn't defended in forever. You would like some names, sir?
I was like, which one's better then? Oh, shoot.
Dallas Silvestri says, Priest. WWE never does anything. Shinsuke, and it's not even his fault. You know what? He could be right. He could be right. But at least he answered the fucking question.
Right?
Jesse McCollin says they're both pretty irrelevant at this point.
Still didn't answer the question.
No.
What's going on?
William Bromlow says, are these belts still relevant? Not asking like a smart-ass kind of way, but you just did.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. But just seriously, wanting to know what value they still hold, if any of these, these days.
What?
Cam Dennis said Priest. Okay, thank God. He's defended it at least 6 times since winning it at SummerSlam, while Nakamura has only defended it once in the last 4 months. Thank God. Finally. Another one said Priest, of course. Thank you. Chris Hill said there hasn't been a memorable IC reign since they redesigned it.
Wasn't the question.
What is going on? Why is it so hard to answer a question?
Right?
Now, this one I thought was funny. You guys are going to get a little kick out of this one. I thought this was a joke meme, and that was John Cena in some kind of wig at first. He was referring to Damien Priest.
Oh.
He was.
Okay.
Andre McDonald, he responded to him and says, I didn't initially see it, but definitely do now. Laugh out loud. We now have a white, brown, and black Cena, which they put a picture of Darren Young.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see it now.
Actually, when I made up the post for TikTok, now I see it on mine as well. A little bit with Damien Priest. Like,
Right?
yeah,
That particular picture, yeah.
Yeah, that's the exact one I used.
That's funny.
Oh, my Lord. Jeffrey Isaiah Smith says Priest, but that's only because Nakamura's character has been resorted to being a joke with boobs. Brian Collins responded to him, says, my thoughts exactly. Loved Nakamura until they made him a joke. All right. But I mean,
should really be in a tag team.
He shouldn't.
No,
he really shouldn't. There was a lot of comments and posts, and and I do appreciate it, but you guys pissed me off this week. Seriously,
we appreciate everybody. Just answer the damn question when we put it up.
Yes.
Seriously.
You know what? And Darren Metzler. Darren Metzler, yes. He responded too. He says, neither. No heat on the belts at all. Aaron, you know what we're going to say, right?
That wasn't what we were asking. Oh my gosh.
He said, Damien Priest, I'm ready for a new Intercontinental champion, possibly Rick Boogs.
Oh.
No.
He would make a good champion.
I think he'd be an annoying champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Pat McAfee would love it, though.
Oh, I bet he would.
He'd get up on the announce table and start dancing.
Yeah.
That's right.
That would be funny.
I love Pat.
I mean, I know we ask you guys to write in and comment, and that way we can read it off the air, but come on, people. Some of your shits are ridiculous. And you guys don't read the fucking what we're posted.
Right?
Come on. We ask you a question, just answer what was asked. The sky is blue. Yeah, but the sun sometimes comes out because there's clouds.
Oh, gosh.
That's how far off you guys go.
I posted this on my TikTok account, and usually, well, I don't really get comments on there, but one person voted. They voted for Nakamura.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Not answering the question. Voting for the wrong fucking person.
Well, I guess if you want an Intercontinental champion that fights in tag teams, okay. Whatever.
I guess.
Sure. Makes
but
a lot of
honestly,
sense.
Seriously, how can you tell me that Shinsuke is having a better title run than Damien Priest right now? You can't. You can't.
It's.
I mean,
at least.
Go ahead, Clay.
No, just at least Damien's defending the title and making it somewhat, whatever, somewhat relevant. Nakamura just holds it like a regular belt, and no mention of it. So how can you tell me that that's a better run?
But not only that, at least with Damien Priest, at least when he's out there, they're also showing like a different side of Priest. They've been teasing that for a while, like he snapped, you know? So, I mean, at least they're doing that. You know what I'm saying? But here's the other thing too. With, and I didn't even know this. Damien Priest is undefeated since winning that. No, wait, let me take that. Am I wrong? But they're saying that he's undefeated since he's been on Raw.
Really?
I saw that somewhere.
I don't remember him losing match since being on Raw.
Yeah, he did lose it, right? He got pinned, didn't he?
I thought he did once.
I think he lost one match because that was the first time I saw him snap.
Right.
I
can't think of who it was against, but I did.
The comment was either he hasn't lost a match since being on Raw, or he hasn't lost a match since being U.S. champion.
Okay.
Like pinned or even on a non-title.
Because I remember him losing a match on Raw. Because that was the first time I saw him snap. And I thought that's when he was officially turning heel.
Huh. I don't remember. I honestly don't.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't remember. I don't. But either way, it's something to look into, right?
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. That is your Facebook post for this week. Oh, and a reminder too. Jesus, I forgot to tell, and I'll remind y'all again probably at the end of the show. Knowing me, I'll forget, but I'm gonna say it now. Next week we're all on vacation.
Yep.
Christmas time.
Yes. And the following week after that, we're going to have a Thursday show. So we will not post a show on Saturday because Saturday is also the pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. But we will have the aftermath on Saturday after the pay-per-view. It's just we won't have a show Saturday morning because New Year's Eve on Friday, people. So we're taking those days off too, but we will have a show Thursday to make up for it, which is the 30th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yep.
we'll have a show then. We're going to do also, we're also going to do Match of the Year. So we're going to go over that, what we put in our vault for Match of the Year. And we'll give our results on that Thursday show. But next week we are all off. We're taking a break. Christmas break. We need it.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Delivering too many toys. There's
Tony Claus.
Yeah, Tony Claus. Yeah. All right, so that's it. Let's get straight into the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Clay.
All right, let's go into the wrestling news. Apparently, the Young Bucks have been teasing fans. Apparently, they put Jeff Hardy a picture up of their header on Twitter.
I saw that.
I was like, I was kind of shocked about that.
Yeah. You know what? Since we're on the subject of Jeff Hardy, let's talk about him, shall we?
Sure.
Now, here's the deal. I heard, and just like you guys, that he refused rehab from WWE, so that's why they fired him. He has a 90-day no complete clause, just to throw that out there. But obviously they're saying that because they believe that he was inebriated, so that's why he couldn't do the match. I want to say that some wrestlers even said that there was something off with Hardy that day, so they didn't know what. For him to walk out and blah, blah, blah. And people were also saying that he did it on purpose. Remember, we even talked about it.
Yeah.
Because we heard it that day or on that show, and they were saying that there was that he did it on purpose so he can get fired, so he can go to AEW. What are your thoughts on that? Especially now that that's happening. And then check this shit out before you guys go. Matt Hardy had a live Twitch, and Jeff was on there. Jeff was seen on
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah. He was all happy. And I guess he goes, I didn't want to bother you guys. I'm going to go back to listen to my song, Release Me. I guess there's a song out there that's called Release Me by some band. And that's what he said. It's like, so what are you guys' thoughts on that? And be honest, because I might have, I don't know if I have this as a poll, but I mean, we're not doing the show next week anyway, but even still, we might as well discuss it now. If you were Tony Khan, would you really bring this dude in? You know what I'm saying? I mean, so this is a two-part question. So if you were Tony Khan, would you really bring him in? And I mean, oh my God, what was the other question? I just had it in my head. I fucking forgot because I'm just so flabbergasted about this whole fucking thing. And how does that make Jeff Hardy look if he did that on purpose just to go to fucking AEW?
It's very disappointing, thinking Jeff's legacy in WWE itself is huge. He made a name for himself. He's should be a future Hall of Famer. And to go out like that, you possibly had a chance with Roman Reigns to go after the title. It's just very disappointing because of there's better ways to get out of your contract, man, than just do shit like that. Especially in your past, if you've got struggles with that, goes out the door, and it's bad. It's bad on you.
Yeah.
And if I was Tony Khan, as a company, I wouldn't sign him. I mean, I don't care if I have Matt or not. That's a bad business move. And just to see how Jeff is like that, it's very disappointing to me.
Yeah.
And if I was Tony Khan, I'd stay away from him. But the name the Hardy Boys could give AEW some shine, and that's,
you think so?
I honestly do. I think there's a bunch of fans of the Hardy Boys out there that they would want to see a reunion again with them. So I don't know. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah. You and me both. Elio, your thoughts?
Why? I mean, if he did this, why would you do this? And if I was Tony Khan, I won't sign him. I mean, we like with the history that he has of situations like this, and he had the chance to work with Roman Reigns. He even said this was his last chance, and he does something like this. So I wouldn't sign
to work a program with him. Right.
Like it might be like people might want to see a Hardy Boys reunion, but I don't see it. I wouldn't sign him if I was Tony Khan.
Yeah. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, it's like Clay said, though. I mean, it's very disappointing. It's true.
Yeah.
How could you not? I mean, seriously, this whole situation doesn't make sense to me because Matt saying, "Oh no, don't read between the lines." Jeff wasn't like he was trying to say that like Jeff wasn't drunk, that he didn't do that. It's still a bad business move where at a house show you're in a match and you walk out. That's like walking out of your job.
But it didn't make him look good either.
Exactly.
No.
That did, even if he was drunk or not, he still walked out of the fucking match. He walked out on them.
That's like disrespect to the other competitors that was in the match.
Exactly.
That's disrespect to the fans that were there at that show. Like
to your tag team partners.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and I even like in today's like WWE, Jeff Hardy was a huge name for even kids. Like kids still dressed up as him. And you go out there and they're all excited to see you and you're acting like that, and then people pay to see you. And you do that to them? That's shitty. That really is. That's like saying going to a concert and having them be drunk on stage or high on stage. Like that would piss me off. It's the same thing. And it's just it makes me angry.
Yeah.
It's like really.
You're right. Especially people that look up to you.
Right.
And that's what you do, bro? That's what you do?
It's sad.
And they even bring real life issues into his storylines too. That doesn't help.
No, that don't help at all. But just the fact that Matt was even trying to say, well, it's not what you think it was. He wasn't drinking. But, all right, so what the fuck was it?
Right? That doesn't answer the question.
Exactly.
What the fuck was it then? Why did he walk out like that? He was obviously like in a different state of mind.
Something was up, yeah. I even saw the video. I actually saw the video this time.
And then even like when after the match was done, after I think Drew got the pin count or something like that, even he went like this, looking around, and then he did the Hardy, what he normally does. Like, where the fuck did he go? Talk about embarrassment. You put your boy, you put Drew. I mean, I'm not the biggest Drew McIntyre fan, but still, that's fucked up to do to him.
It is. It's fucked up to do to anybody.
To anybody. You're right.
It's
all right, let's get back to the news.
But honestly, that was the biggest news that I have. So that's all I got.
All right.
Now we're going into the rumors with Tony.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Rumor has it that Liv Morgan will win the women's title, but it will be a very short reign. They just want to put the belt on her to probably see what kind of reaction she's going to get by winning the title, I guess, and see what kind of run it is. She's like, in other words, she's going to be on a very short leash. So, I mean,
okay.
Don't get me wrong. I love Liv Morgan. She has improved greatly. She has. I think she's got to get built up a little bit more.
She does, and that's the problem. I don't think she's ready.
Oh, you don't think she's ready? I think she's ready. I mean, you don't think she's ready? Why?
Just because the fact of like some of her promos that she keeps doing, it's just not. It's not realistic. It's not believable. Yeah. I don't think. I mean, she's got the crowd behind her and stuff. But it's just something about it still doesn't see me as her being champion. It just it doesn't work. I don't think with me.
I agree with you on that. She does need a lot of work on her promo. It seems like every time the mic's in front of her face, she gets nervous right away.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that. I can see, yeah. And to be a champion, you do got to have the total package. I agree.
Yes.
But I wouldn't be mad if she won it.
No, it wouldn't make me mad. I'm just like, I can't see her pinning Becky. I can't see it. And yes, and like you said, she has improved. I will admit she has improved a lot, but I just don't see her as a main card champion.
Yeah. Elliot, do you agree with me or Clay?
I think she's improved a lot. She does need to work on her promos, but yeah, I wouldn't be mad if they put the belt on her, because I want to see what kind of reaction she gets as a champion.
Yeah,
and I agree that they had a great match on Raw.
Yeah, they did. We'll see, man. I think she's playing the underdog very well, but you can only do that for so long. To a point, you got to start being dominant. And WWE's got to book her a little bit stronger, in my opinion.
I agree 100%.
Getting some wins against some big opponents, not just Becky. Yeah, I'm talking about like Bianca Belair. If she gets a win over that, that'll be like, oh shit, that'll open some eyes. Dewdrop, I would say, because Dewdrop's a big deal. Another rumor on that is that WWE filed a trademark on Piper Niven, so it looks like pretty soon she might be going back to that name.
Good, thank God.
I know, right? I hate Dewdrop. Oh my God, that's fucking terrible.
Yes.
So, a rumor throwing that real quick at your face, but getting a win over Natalya maybe is really a big deal. Natalya.
Yeah. I mean,
big win over the boat.
Yeah. Gosh.
She's trying to push that hard, isn't she?
God,
on SmackDown, she was like, I am the best of all time.
Yeah. Most Smack.
Natalia.
Yeah, that's
you can tell on that fucking promo. I was like, damn, girl. Your face screams Botox.
Yes.
All right. So this one I thought was very interesting. The WWE is interested in signing MJF when his AEW contract expires. This is what you saw it, right?
Yeah.
But this is what got me though, is that Fox and USA say MJF's program with CM Punk has caught their eye, and of even the non-wrestling people at the networks, they noticing MJF. And they're asking WWE about his raised WWE's interest.
Huh.
So,
wow. No, I honestly didn't see that.
Asking WWE. Huh?
I didn't see that. That's cool.
Yeah. So, in other words, like the executive are going to WWE like, yo, this guy's deal. When's his contract up? Unfortunately, MJF's contract's not up till 2024.
We could possibly get that MJF Miz program in the future.
Ooh, man, let me tell you something.
That might be interesting.
But see, the thing of it is, who's the heel? Who's the face? In my opinion, you got to have MJF as the heel.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because the Miz can still throw shade at you when he's a babyface.
Yep.
Miz is a better heel than he is a babyface, though. But at this point, if that were to happen, MJF has definitely got to be the heel in this.
You know what? On the Thursday show, let's do a post on that. Okay. MJF versus The Miz. Who you got? I think. I don't think we did.
No, I don't think we
did. No.
Okay. So yeah, let's do like just a regular post. And all right, who you got? MJF versus, or we should go promo versus promo instead of a match. Fuck a match. We'll do promo versus promo. MJF versus Miz. Who you got? And that will be interesting. I think that will be interesting. I really want to know about that.
Here's my question on this though. Would they give MJF a script?
Ooh.
Yeah, because I remember hearing a long time that MJF would never go by a script.
Yeah.
He likes to do his own
Yeah.
at the moment. So if he were to sign with WWE, would he have a script or not? Because if you're not going to give us, like, just say, for instance, Bray Wyatt, he never had a script.
He didn't.
I don't. So,
Well, they
would you do
tried
the
to
same?
with him, and he would just tear it up.
Well, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
He's got to do his own thing. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I don't know. That'd be interesting.
I think they might give him points of interest.
Uh-huh.
Discuss. You know, say, hey, make sure you mention this. Make sure you mention that. Make sure you mention this. Don't say this. Wait till the following week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They'll give him like little PowerPoints, and then you can go from there. Because I'm pretty sure at one point that's what they did with Bray. Every time he just tore it up, he goes, "All right, well, you got to talk about this." You know,
Right.
And did whatever you wanted to do anyway. But as a business point of view, you know, you're the owner of the company, and the guy comes up and it's just, I don't need a script. Just fucking let me do what I got to do. Would you be okay with that?
Depending on who the wrestler is, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, if it's honestly, I think MJF is one of those guys that can cut a promo on his own. And I think Bray is one of them too. So if they were kind of like them, then I wouldn't have them have a script. I mean, like you said, do the PowerPoint things. But if you could desperately see them having, you know, trouble with a promo or something, yeah, you need a script. But you know, just depend. To me, it just depends on who the wrestler is.
Well, I did heard from somebody, well, not from somebody, but I did hear that. I forgot which wrestler was it? I want to say Sasha Banks loves going off a script. Like she can't do it on her own. So
I can
like,
see
she
that.
needs a script. So I think it was her. I know somebody in WWE. They came straight out and said, "No, I love a script. I need a script. You got to tell me what you know." So some people like it, some people don't. So there you go. Where was I? Oh, someone in WWE who is under the impression it's a done deal that one of Johnny Gargano or Kyle O'Reilly is joining AEW. So one of them is for sure going to AEW. Which one you guys think it is?
I'm going to go with Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Clay? Yeah,
Kyle
you think
O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly?
Yes.
Now, this was interesting. I also heard this, that they offered Kyle O'Reilly, WWE did, they offered him to be a coach.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I heard. So maybe he was like, I still want to wrestle. I can still be with the boys over in AEW. I agree with you guys. I think it's more Kyle O'Reilly than Johnny Gargano going to AEW. That's a done deal. But at the same time, I mentioned it last week on last week's show. Johnny Gargano has shirts and pro wrestling tees already.
Yep.
Normally, you know, they would be like, you know, if they're still with WWE, they wouldn't have shirts over at pro wrestling tees.
Nope. WWE probably wouldn't even allow that.
No.
That's what we're saying.
I gotta check to see if it's still on there in pro wrestling tees.
But yeah,
but I'm pretty sure it is because I saw it.
I saw it too. Yep.
I saw wouldn't that be something like if it was like here we are saying Kyle O'Reilly? Wouldn't it be something if it was Johnny Gargano that was there and Kyle O'Reilly stayed?
That would shock me, honestly. Since all these rumors have came out about these two guys, it's like that would totally shock me if it was flip flopped like that.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I'd be shocked as hell.
Because the thing with me, why it's so easy to say AEW, because Cole and Fish is there in AEW, so why wouldn't Kyle O'Reilly go over there?
Yeah.
You know?
But
maybe.
I will say this. Look how they treating Bobby Fish already.
That's true.
After Rampage match, when I saw his... They made sure they separated his record from Adam Cole. You know, they put Adam Cole's record at like 5-0, and then they put his record right next to it at 4-4. He got the pin on that one, so he's like 4-5, unless they don't count that as the, you know.
Yeah.
You gonna tell they're really doing Bobby Fish a favor?
Not really.
So I mean, Kyle O'Reilly, he has to be looking at that, right?
Right.
Because they would have to put him and Bobby Fish as the tag.
Just
eventually.
hearing that if WWE really said that he was going to be a coach, I definitely would not want to be there if I still wanted to wrestle. That's just.
I see Johnny Gargano t-shirts on there right now.
Is it the Pro Wrestling Tees?
The first one listed is Johnny Wrestling.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
got like 4 of them, right? 4 or 5.
Yeah, there was like 3 black ones and 1 blue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no, there's a whole bunch of them I'm seeing here.
Well, when his contract expired, right?
Who?
So WWE, Johnny's.
Yeah.
So WWE really wouldn't have much to say if he did have Pro Wrestling Tees on there.
They can't.
So how? Right. So now that I just thought about it, it's like, okay, well, WWE can't really have much of a say because he's not under contract with them.
Not under contract. Yep. I mean, that
Interesting.
would lead you to think that he's not under contract. Because if he did, let's just say if he did re-signed, he, there's a reason why I'm saying that, he I don't think his shirts would be on Pro Wrestling Tees.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here's my question. I mean, and I know the answer. Nobody really cares about Kyle O'Reilly, which is fucked up. But how come he doesn't have t-shirts at Pro Wrestling Tees? And he didn't, his contract expired too.
Right.
Johnny Gargano signed an extension just so he can wrestle that War Game. Like he signed a week extension just so he can do War Game. So
yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm sure there is a lot of Kyle O'Reilly fans. Not as much as Johnny.
Not as many as Johnny. Yeah.
No.
But still, you would still think that he would have shirts at Pro Wrestling Tees if he.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you just said too, Clay, that if he's not under contract, if Johnny Gargano's not under contract with WWE, then they can't tell him anything if he does have shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Right.
So then how come Kyle O'Reilly's doesn't have shirts in Pro Wrestling Tees? You know?
I don't know. Yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So lastly on my rumors, I haven't confirmed it yet with company officials because that's how I roll in the Shire. That's how I got my pull. But word backstage is that Sami Zayn has already re-signed with WWE.
Good. Good.
That's the rumor, though. Just the rumor. Not sure if it's legit yet, but we'll obviously, because I think his contract's up in January.
Around the same time as Kevin.
Yeah.
It was going to be, yeah.
But him and Kevin are best friends.
Yes.
So you would think because Kevin Owens signed that, that he stays too, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they, because they talk still, even though they're separate friends.
Yeah. I was going to say, when I saw that Kevin resigned, I'm like, there's no way, in my head, there's no way Sammy would not.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Thinking. Yeah.
Yep. So, all right. That's all I got for rumors. Injury, Clay.
Injury I still have. That's Kenny Omega is still suffering from his injuries and looking to recover and get back. So really, there hasn't been that many injuries. So it's a good thing.
He might be out for. I think
he's going to be out for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get into the hot tag news. Obviously, this week, Kevin Owens Re-Signs with WWE this week. Now, I'm going to go straight to it. Where the fuck is it? Where is it?
Oh, man. I know exactly what you're saying. When I saw this. Oh, my God.
All right. So now, here's the deal, people. There's a thing called autocorrect. When obviously everybody's done it. I'm sorry, nobody's fucking perfect when you're typing shit. So I typed this up. I put it exactly how it was. my phone automatically corrected it to something else. And what I'm talking about is Resign. I put it the way it was supposed to, but for some reason, I didn't notice because, like I said, I was typing it fast. I was trying to get this out there as quick as I could to let the fans know what's going on. And for some reason, my phone put it to Resign. So, yeah, I know there's a fucking difference between Resign and Re-Sign.
Did the grabber police come after you?
Oh.
Did the grabber police come after you?
Oh, my God.
Big time. Big time. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
And I'm going to call your ass out, too. Abby Padilla. He goes, so did he resign or resign? Huge difference between the two. And you should probably know that. Laugh out loud. I'm not fucking laughing.
No. Oh, my gosh.
Now, here's the deal. Josh Sanders got into it. He says, might sound bad, but I was going to hope he would never, he would leave. Never been a fan of anything he has done in WWF or WWE. WWF, Jesus Christ. So then Abby Padilla chimed in on his shit and says, well, according to their post, he resigned, which means leaving. Laugh out loud. You'd think they'd get the grammar part right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, why? Like,
Okay, grammar police.
no
Exactly.
shit. You got more time than you know. Good gosh. You got more time than you need if you're going to comment like that.
Exactly. So, of course, you know what that means. I commented, too.
Uh-oh.
I said, seems to have bothered you, though. and then he tries to get back at me and says, I mean, you should be the ones feeling better, laugh out loud. Because actually I put it was corrected. You feel better now? So then he goes, I mean, you should be the ones feeling better, laugh out loud. Because I did see it. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's what it does mean. I said, why did it do that? That's weird. So I put the dash after re-sign. You know, because like I said, I type very, very fast. And I know for 100%, because I know the fucking difference between resign and re-sign.
Duh.
Fuck.
Oh,
So-
man. Like we say all the time, we love your guys' comments. It's awesome.
But Abby Padilla, you're an asshole.
But why? Like, why would you? Oh, my goodness. When
Now
I
listen.
saw this, I was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, right? So then, I'm not going to go too much into it. But this is what bothered me, okay? You wanted clout, motherfucker? Abby, here you go. He went on a different website or a different Facebook group and posted the same shit.
Oh, my
He went on
God.
somebody else's Facebook page, another wrestling page, and said the same shit. I'm not going to look for it now. But he went on a different fucking wrestling page and said the same shit. I'm like, bro,
Do you know
Yo.
the difference?
was you not hugged enough
Right?
that you wanted all this fucking attention? Now you got it. And I'm not the one. God damn it. Look at my police record.
Tony calls.
That made no sense, but I had to throw that. But here's the thing. It's like, bro, seriously?
Yeah.
I just threw out some breaking news, and that's what you come. Get the fuck out of here, man. Jeez. But let's get on with it, shall we? I just wanted to
Yeah.
say that piece.
Yes.
But there was a lot of people, okay? A lot of people upset, mainly AEW fanboys, and that I will say. And some were idiots, of course. What? One person said, "Is this official?" I wouldn't post it if it wasn't.
Exactly.
This is official. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
If it wasn't official, why in the world would you even put that on your page?
Exactly. But check this out. this is what I wrote, okay? And this is what I heard. All right? And you guys are going to get a kick out of this, but I'm going to read what I wrote, what I posted, which was Kevin Owens resigns with WWE. It is said to be a multi-year deal, which I got more on that in a second, that AEW couldn't match, which is true. AEW couldn't match it. Robert Taylor, he comes out and he goes, the cons couldn't match any offer. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Oh, like, you know, the fucking cons?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go off of you, Clay, before I read the rest of these fucking comments. We love you guys. You guys are fucking dumb. Fucking dumb. But keep listening to the show.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But when you post dumb shit like that, bro, seriously, you know Tony Khan, bro?
Right.
Do you know Tony Khan to make that fucking comment?
Just know, you guys. Yeah. Just know if you're going to post dumb shit, we're going to call you out.
Yeah.
That's how we are. So.
Now, there was another comment, too. I am not going to read it because it was very inappropriate. And actually, it was from the same guy, that Paul Pierre. Oh, no, somebody else. But Paul Pierre. He posted something pretty inappropriate that I'm not going to read. So I'm just letting you know that ahead of time. So when you're listening and wonder why I didn't read your comment, because it was inappropriate, bro. And a lot of people called your ass out on it.
Yep.
And if you guys want to see it, go and look for it yourself. But I'm not going to read it. Because like I said, it was very inappropriate. Vincent Paluzzi says, love him in Ring of Honor, hate him in WWE. Wished he moved on. The fuck?
Why?
What? From where?
Another one.
Exactly.
I know, right? Another. You guys got to help me with my sanity. Zach Thomas says, I love the AEW couldn't match thing. I'm laughing so hard at that.
Oh my goodness.
So KO is staying with WWE? Yes. It would have really sucked if he left. I don't know if he was being sarcastic. Vincent O'Connell said the post is bullshit. Yeah. Okay. This post is bullshit, right? Jesus
We wouldn't
Christ.
be posting it if it wasn't. If
Exactly.
it was. Duh.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Ooh. Shane McFly from Back to the Future. He says, watch it. Apparently, if you say anything bad about AEW, you can't comment or post.
There
That I love.
you go.
Adam Hamlet says, what would he be doing differently in AEW?
He's got a point.
He does got
Yep.
a point. I do agree with him. Now this one, and see, this is now, guys. When we say AEW fanboys, there's a lot of you motherfuckers out there, and we're not saying that proudly to say, "Oh, AEW fanboys." No, we're saying AEW fanboys because you guys suck. Okay, you guys suck because you guys think that AEW is all that in a fucking bag of chips. Yeah, I said it. Fuck Hook. Lucas George. I fucking canceled a tea time with fucking Joseph Rudd, for Christ's sake. Who is that? I don't know. But Lucas George, check this shit out. He says, good. AEW doesn't need a low mid-carder from WWE. Dude has zero wrestling skills. He only hired for laughs and to put other wrestlers over.
What?
Bro, what the fuck are you watching?
That's
Are you
exactly
kidding
what
me?
this dude posted.
This guy was a Universal Champion. What are you talking? Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yep.
Wow.
Now, yeah. Matthew Natali, he said he looks like an adult male, not a 15-year-old in tights. That's how you know he doesn't belong in AEW.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, actually, yeah. Independent Pro Wrestling 24/7 is where it was posted. And you can see where Abby Padilla, he went to that page to post about the whole Resign thing. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding.
Huh.
Jeez.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I can't read no more. My blood pressure's too fucking high.
Well, after that comment of saying how Kevin Owens is a mid-carder and shit, that got my blood boiling a little bit.
Ain't that something? But see, that's what I'm talking about when we say AEW fanboys. That's what the fuck we're talking about. That fucking comment right there.
Yep.
GTFO.
That's why I got mad. I'm like, sit down.
But, you know what's fucked up? If Kevin Owens signed with AEW, that comment would be something else. He would have commented something else. Oh my God, great fucking signing, man. Yeah, fucking Kevin Owens, man. Kevin fucking Steen, man. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, AEW. We'll suck on some squirrel nuts.
Oh, wow.
Fuck out of here.
That was a perfect reaction to that. I love that.
Oscar-winning performance.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
That's right.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank my madre. I'm holding a bottle. But here's a statement that I have. Okay. Well, not a statement. It's more of a post that I have on my own that about Kevin Owens' contract. Kevin Owens' new WWE contract pays him $3 million per year for the next 3 years.
Wow.
For the next 3 years, yeah. And this is a comment from Kevin Owens, or this is a statement that he made. He says, I'll just say that my contract still ends on January 31st, but not 2022. I will still be in WWE for several years. The decision was pretty easy because it was the best thing for my family, really. Mm-hmm. When it comes to that, it's always a pretty easy decision to take. WWE has been my home for 7 years now, so I have a sense of belonging. Basically, I spent the majority of my career here. When you look at all the wrestling companies I've wrestled for in WWE, that's where I've been the longest. That's where I need to be for the next few years. That's how I felt, and that's the decision I made. So.
Well, I remember us saying a while back when we were talking about Kevin's contract and stuff that he needed to do what was, that he would do what's best for his family.
He said he was a family man.
Yes. And yeah, I mean, I feel like he made the right decision, if you want me to be truthful. And like somebody said, I'm pretty sure in the comments, what would he be doing in AEW?
Yeah.
He'd be doing this. I mean, he would be doing the exact same thing, I think. I mean, look at everybody else that's went to AEW. Have they really made a big splash? Not really.
Yeah.
If you want me to be truthful. So what would make Kevin want to go to AEW in the first place?
Yep.
So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. No, I agree with you because, I mean, right now he's in the title picture. Main event lately, past month or so. Now, is it because that's, a lot of people argue with it saying that, well, that's because his contract was almost up and WWE wants to sign him, so they've been putting him there. Okay, yes, so what? But Kevin Owens been there before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's been there before. He's been Universal Champion. Okay, he's been in pretty damn good storylines with, as much as we criticize that we see it too much, but him and Sami Zayn, they tear up that fucking place.
Yes, they do.
He's a family man. $3 million. You're going to tell me AEW would have been like, yeah, we can top that. No.
There ain't no way with so many other people they've signed already. There ain't no way.
You know what? And I'll be honest, I don't even think that their top stars making it.
I wouldn't think so either.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I put AEW couldn't match it, that's because they're not paying people that much. They're not. Yeah. There's no fucking way people. I think that the most has to be like $1 million. And that probably is like Cody, maybe Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, excuse me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But come on, man. You gonna tell me somebody there is making about $3 million? I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit that I'm wrong. But
it's true.
For Kevin Owens to make $3 million a year for the next 3 years, $9 million bucks, bro.
That's good money. That is damn good money.
Good money anywhere.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But for wrestling, that's a lot. That is a lot. And like I said, Kevin Owens is a family man.
Yep.
He's got to do what's best for his family. And, he's got to do, honestly, what's best for himself to keep himself relevant. Because I'm sorry to say, I don't remember a time where Kevin Owens took some time off. Do you?
I don't remember either. No.
He's always on TV. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Let me throw this at you. Okay, AEW fanboys. When was the last time you saw Miro?
Exactly. Man, if you want to go that far.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's Miro been since he lost that title?
He only had that one vignette that we're about to being the Redeemer, and we haven't seen him in it since.
Well, even like when he was TNT champion, he wasn't on TV all the time.
No.
Even if he was, and I love Miro. I do.
Yeah.
But you got to be real. When's the last time we've seen him? And you're exactly right.
But not only that, and I get it. Daniel Bryan was a big acquisition. Okay. So was Adam Cole. Okay. So you got to think for yourself, where would Kevin Owens fit in that program? And for what? Seriously. Daniel Bryan already fought Kenny Omega for 30 minutes and couldn't beat him. He fought for an hour against Adam Page. Couldn't beat him.
Wait till we start talking about that.
Yeah. not gonna diss the match. I'm not dissing the match. But you guys, you AEW fanboys are all about putting them over. The new acquisition. Oh, he'll fit great. Okay, are they getting over? Are they really getting over? Honestly, the only one I'm liking right now is Alistair Black. Yeah. And we barely been seeing him. He's just like the vignette. I love that vignette they did last week. He did a little a run-in, if you want to call it that, on the Varsity Blondes. But now he's going to have is he really going to have a program on Varsity Blondes? Really?
I was about to say that. I'm like, really? This is what we're getting next week?
Exactly. So you're going to tell me, seriously, you got to tell me right now, where the fuck is Kevin Owens fit in fucking AEW?
Unless they were, I would hate it unless they put him with the super click. But why would you?
You know what? Why, if you do that, the super click is going to start being like the NWO.
Yeah.
Right? Why would you add another guy to that group? You already got 7 or 8 in that group. It's like I don't know. That it wouldn't make any sense for him to go to AEW. It wouldn't.
No.
Just like money wise, character wise, wrestling wise, you think about it, it doesn't make no sense.
And I can guarantee that Tony Khan probably would have offered Kevin probably like $1 million, if that.
Yeah.
Seriously. And if Kevin Owens, let's just say Kevin Owens is making, let's just throw out fucking $1.5 million a year with WWE before this contract. And then they gave him a raise for $3 million. And Tony Khan's like, well, I'll give you $1 million. That's $500,000 less than what you're making in WWE, bro. Yep. I'm just throwing, I could be wrong. I don't know. But I'm just saying. So Kevin Owens is wrong for re-signing a company that's given double his money? Where one company is fucking taking away money from you? Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Because I'm dead serious. Who right now you think in AEW is breaking over $1 million?
I would either say one, like you said, Cody Rhodes, maybe Kenny Omega, maybe I want to say maybe Young Bucks, maybe Jericho. Maybe Punk.
The VPs of the company. Punk, maybe, yeah.
Punk,
Yep.
yeah. Other than
Okay.
that,
Daniel Bryan,
Moxley-
what do you think he's making there?
I bet he's making around $1 million.
Yeah.
Honestly. Moxley,
Yeah.
maybe.
I gotta find out. I gotta find this shit out because, like I said, you can't tell me that AEW right now is a $1 billion company like WWE. You can't.
No,
tell
they
me
haven't.
that.
They haven't been around enough.
No. But what I'm getting at with this whole thing is that you named off the VPs of AEW that could be breaking $1 million a year.
Yep.
That company. So everybody else, what's everybody else make? Your Ty Contis or your best friends or your Lucha Brothers, Pac. What are those guys making? Miro.
Yeah.
For that, Alistair Black or Malachi Black. What are they making? So I'm gonna dig deep and try to find that shit out.
Yeah.
Find out because
I found a short list.
oh, did you?
Did you?
Tell me, talk to us, talk to me, Goose.
This is dated July 30th, 2021.
Okay,
John Moxley at 6 million, Jericho at 3 million, Cody at 3 million, Randy Rhodes and Dustin at 2, and Nyla Rose and Lucha Brothers at 2, and Pac is at 2.
there's
Wow,
no way.
John Moxley's making $6 million.
But again, this was dated July 30th.
There's no way Nyla Rose is making that. She can't be making that much. No fucking way.
I don't know.
That's Britt
know,
Baker
I mean-
money.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm looking at the headline right now. Top 10 highest paid AEW wrestlers, net worth and salary 2021.
Wow. Huh.
I believe John Moxley, but I don't know.
Yeah, now Nyla Rose at 2 million.
There's no way Nyla Rose.
Wow.
Is making $2 million.
And
can't make it.
she's making more than Britt. Is Britt on there?
This is just a top 10. It doesn't have Brit listed unless I look.
She's probably not making that much money.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
We'll dig more into it, but I do believe if Moxley's making that much, that's more than what Roman and Brock make.
That's
like
what
I
I'm
said,
saying.
That's a short list, like I said.
That's what I was saying. Like, if John Moxley's making $6 million, think about it. That was more than Roman and Brock.
Yeah.
And
I think Brock is just like the highest paid wrestler ever.
Oh yeah, and probably the less work ever, if you want to be truthful.
No, you're right. Yeah. So, all right, that's it for the hot tag news. Even though we went off on a tangent,
we're happy where Kevin Owens decided. That's where we went down to.
Yeah. Well, not just that. It's just we were trying to make sense to these things. But the AEW fanboys, yeah, and I'm going to keep saying that shit too. You guys make it fucking, oh my God, you guys come up with the atrocious shit.
Wrestling
shit.
Wrestling is wrestling.
Exactly. Why can't you just enjoy it for what it is? If he stayed, he stayed. So what? Don't come out with this bullshit of, well, he ain't going to do much. Well, who's doing much in fucking AEW? Besides the VPs of the fucking company.
Exactly.
Give me a fucking break. Let's take a break.
Yep. I think we need it.
Before I lose my blood pressure again. Fuck. All right. When we come back, we got This Week in Wrestling.
Hi, I'm WWE superstar Charlotte Flair, also known as the Queen, and listen to Wrestling POV podcast and always do it with Flair. Woo!
Hey guys, this is Kevin Owens. Make sure to listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Take it easy, guys.
All right, and we are back. We have t-shirts available, 7 designs, $19.99 each at ProWrestlingTees.com/Wrestling POV. And now, let's get into This Week in Wrestling. Tony, let's get raw.
All right. And you know what? I think we're gonna add a t-shirt to Pro Wrestling Tees. We'll just say Wrestling POV Re-Signs.
I'd buy it.
You know what? I would too. All right. Let's get into Raw. Let's go with low points. Clay, what do you got for low points?
For me, my biggest low point was the Becky and Liv promo. I just, like I said before, Liv is not strong on the mic. And like we said, too, I feel like she was scared throughout that whole promo with Becky. Like, I don't know. It's just the feeling with, and just the feeling with me, and it's just not believable. Becky was okay with her promo, and then the brawl afterwards, I didn't like it. It just didn't feel right. Like, you could see where Liv was putting her arm in the stairs and just going like, "Oh well, come on, you're not stuck in there." So that was a low point for me. I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, no, you're right, Elio. Your low point.
Okay, I gave it to that one. I also gave it to again the creative championship that they give more focus to than actual championships. That whole 24-hour, 24/7 thing.
Good Lord.
Now, poor Tamina, now they got her chasing after it. It's like,
why?
And also that Rhea Ripley, Queen Selena match, which I was confused with that ending. That was weird.
It was weird.
Yes, it was.
It was weird. Yeah. But Selena, she's on a roll. She's on a roll with these wins.
She is. I just still hate the character. I do. I hate her as the queen.
You know, like she was trying to talk like she was, with the English accent, and then she went to Spanish this time. She was like,
exactly. You're going to have three different things, three different sayings. It's like, stop. Oh. That's why you're in the books, Selena. Good Lord. I can't take it.
My low point was Ms. TV. A little confused by it. I was starting to get into it, but then I just lost interest real quick. And then just the fact that Maurice, it was like slaps him already. It's like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Wait, what?
Yeah, is Maurice turning face now? What?
Exactly. It's like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Oh. But who knows? Maybe that's part of the storyline where that way it's one-on-one with Edge. And then at day one, then she'll come out all pissed off and angry, but then she's still with her husband. And then cheats Edge out of the win on that pay-per-view. That's what I'm thinking. Seriously.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
You gotta wait to see what the next couple of Raws go, and then we'll see. No, there's only one more Raw, right?
Yep, before day one. Yep.
Before day one?
Yep.
Right, is that right? Or is it two more?
No, I'm pretty sure it's one more.
No, next week is Christmas, and then the following week, so there's two more Raws.
I guess there's two more. I'm sorry.
There's this week, this Monday, then there's Christmas, and then there's that Raw, then the pay-per-view. So there's 2 Raws and 2 SmackDowns before the pay-per-view. So who knows? Maybe they're still going to run that angle of Maurice being pissed off with her husband and, on the pay-per-view, she actually is with her husband. So, but that was my low point. Really didn't dig it. High point. Clay, what's your high point?
Highest point for me, and I'll be honest, it was Otis versus Riddle. I was very shocked of this match where Otis got the pin clean on Riddle. Okay. I was actually kind of shocked about that. With the whole match, I think Riddle made Otis look dominant in this, and surprisingly. So I gave that as my high point. Nice.
My high point was Lashley versus Big E. I thought that was a really good match. I mean, my thing is that I'm getting vibes of a face turn from Bobby Lashley. He did a little bit. He did a little bit too many smiles for being a heel. If you noticed, I'm like, why are you smiling too much, dude? Yeah, you're not a face. You're not a good guy. You're a bad guy.
Is it safe to say that the Hurt Business is done?
You would think, because they're not even walking out with him, Cedric and
Shelton. No, when was the last time we saw them?
Doing that 24/7 shit.
Yeah.
Gee, ridiculous. Yeah, but that was my high point. Elio, what was your high point?
Okay, so my high point, because first of all, I gave it that Otis Riddle match. Because that's the best I've seen Otis. He destroyed Riddle.
Yes.
And This was the Bobby Lashley show. I gave it to, out of the three, I gave it to Big E and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with you guys. Another point of interest that I put on here too, another high point was Bianca Belair versus Dewdrop. I thought that was a good matchup too.
That was good. That 450 that Bianca did was impressive.
Yeah, it was. I was like, holy shit, that was pretty good. The only thing I didn't like was just the ending when she was in the ramp and she kept facing the crowd and you knew somebody was going to attack her. It just kind of weird that Dewdrop attacked her. I'm like, damn, you went to the back that quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, well, this feud is not over with. But I did get that a high point.
Yeah, I was like, wait, where did you come from? You got to the back that quick.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that was fast.
She probably ran like up the ramp and then ran back. She would have to.
You had to.
I would guess. Like the camera didn't show her running, but there ain't no way that she walked up the ramp and then had enough time to run back and hit Bianca like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right. So overall, I gave Raw a B this week. Clay, what'd you give it?
I gave it a B as well.
Elio.
I went with the B as well.
Oh, wow. Look at that. So, all right. That is it for Raw. Let's get right into NXT. Clay.
All right. We're going into NXT POV. Yeah. Low points for me, honestly, was the whole Grayson Waller in-ring and segments throughout the show. What I understand, like, they're saying, he's bad for attacking Johnny, blah, blah, blah. But how his character is, like, I love this. You know, I get my own locker room, blah, blah. Shut up, dude. Like, you're annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I understand where he was kind of going with it, but throughout the entire show, everybody's like, nothing wanted to do with him, kicked him out of the locker room, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, we get it. He did something bad. Whoop-de-doo. So did you really have to go throughout the whole show? I didn't enjoy it at all. Tony, your low points.
Mine's is Cora Jade versus Dakota Kai. This was a very bad match. A lot of mishaps in this match, man. I was like, I kept seeing it too much in this match, and I was rooting it because I like Cora Jade. I'm a fan of hers, and I'm just like, wow, this is bad though, you know. And the thing of it is, I'm not gonna blame Dakota Kai. I'm blaming Cora Jade, and that's because she is, you know, she's still a little green. Good character, good look. She can wrestle, but I think she was probably overwhelmed because she was in there with Dakota Kai. And Dakota Kai messed up a couple times, so I can't fully place the blame on Cora Jade. But this was just so bad. So that was my low point. I mean, I had others, but I'll let you guys go.
All right, and Elio, your low points.
Okay, I'm gonna go a different route. Lashing out.
That was my other low point.
God.
Same here.
Stupid. Just stop with this already.
God.
What is the point of this segment?
I
Who
have
is
no
Lash
idea.
Legend anyway? Like, what is she supposed to be?
She's a NBA. From what I heard, she played in the WNBA.
Yes, she did.
Okay, she's that basketball player that they had when Cameron was doing that whole program with Teddy DiBiase.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
now they have her doing this. No.
Yes.
Terrible.
Yep. It's none of them have been good, and that's the thing. It's like nobody can say, "Oh, Lash Legend, yeah, that's great."
Yeah.
No, you're full of shit. That's
true.
High points for me, honestly, was Roderick Strong versus Braun Breaker. I thought this was a good main event. These guys definitely went at it and did pretty good. With Ciampa coming out at the end, though, that was interesting, to say the least. And how the chant of Psycho Killer was brought up, that was kind of cool. I was like, okay, whatever. But but I gave that a high point. And I wanted to ask you guys a question on this. And it's not a high point, but what do you guys think of Harlan's debut? I thought
he needs a lot of work because it wasn't good.
Yeah.
No.
It was not good.
I wasn't saying it was
I was
high
rooting
point.
for the guy.
I was too. He's got a good look. I like how he looks, but he needs work.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, I kind of like, honestly, like, I don't like the color of the pants. He should have went back to the other, even though they were calling him Michael Myers. That's
Michael
fine.
Myers.
That's fine. But, they could take advantage of it and probably gravitate his character towards that.
And see that one part where he threw Brian Kendrick down the stairs?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That shit was funny as hell. But at the same time, I'm like, they need to, even though fans were calling him Michael Myers, they could have actually go off of that. Because Michael Myers never talks. Obviously, he's a fucking serial killer. So they could have did that with him perfectly. Make him just this weird fucking dude that's just like all he likes to do is hurt people. So they could have went off of that. The brown pants just doesn't do it for me with him. It's like, I don't know. Dark colors goes for the heels. I've always said that, and I will always stick with that. So yeah.
All right, Tony, your high points.
It was actually Roderick Strong versus Braun Breaker. I'm telling you, this Braun Breaker is the next big thing. In my opinion, he's the next big thing, and I don't see him being in NXT for more than a year. I really don't. I don't. Yeah. I'm saying after WrestleMania, I think he'll be up in the main roster. I really do.
Could he be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble?
He could. He could be. Could be. Yeah. You're calling it sooner, but you know what? I still wouldn't be mad. But I think full time. I think full time he'll be up in the main roster after WrestleMania.
I agree.
But that was my high point. Yeah, it was a good match.
All right, Elio, your high points.
So I gave it to Braun Breaker and Roderick Strong, but also I hate this program, but I also gave it to Cameron Grimes and Duke Hudson.
Really?
It was. It was a decent match.
It wasn't a bad match. It was a decent match. Like
it was
some parts I liked.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that.
But the thing too is that when he finally took the wig off of Hudson, I was like, okay.
Yeah, but he still looks stupid. Kurt Angle did it better. Kurt Angle was better at doing that.
Yeah, he did.
But he embraced the bald.
Thank God.
Yeah.
About time.
We'll just see with this dude what he does with it.
I was to say this should be done now.
It should be.
Yeah.
No more. No more.
Yeah, you would think.
Overall, I gave NXT 2.0 a B-.
Oh,
Tony.
I gave it a C+. And on a side note too, MSK segments. It's like, what the fuck, man?
I don't know what they're even doing anymore.
Actually, you know what? MSK, that is the same thing they were doing in Impact Wrestling, that 70s show kind of segment. You know, where they were sitting around, where they all sit around the table like that.
Really? I didn't know that.
They did that on that 70s show, and they took that from that show and brought it into Impact Wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Did not know that.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't even know they were in Impact.
Yeah, they were Impact.
Really?
They were known as Rascals in Impact Wrestling.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh. There was Trey Miguel, Dez, and can't think of the other guy's name offhand.
I did not know that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
wow.
There were literally 3 of them.
Elio, what was your overall?
I gave mine a C.
Okay. And now we're going to the Dynamite with Elio.
All right, AEW Dynamite. Tony, high points. What do you have?
The high point I have, obviously, got to go with Bryan Danielson versus Adam Page, even though it was a draw. But that was my only highest point for Dynamite. Good match. I don't know. I want to say, can Adam Page really hang with somebody like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson? He was a little bit behind Bryan Danielson, but just a little bit. It was like Bryan Danielson called this whole fucking match.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you could tell easily, yes.
Adam Page is still... in my opinion, a little bit wet behind the ears, but he did good for himself. This was a good match. I'm not going to take it away. But yeah, this was my high point.
All right,
He knows an hour.
The high points for me had to be Bryan Danielson versus Adam Page. I enjoyed the match, but here's my thing on it. You have this world title match, okay, and AEW has been known to do this before. Mm-hmm. You have a draw finish. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're a 2-hour show. You got an hour for this match, which I'm not complaining about the match. The match was good.
It should have been on a pay-per-view.
Right, that too. But you're going to end in a draw? You wasted an hour of my time watching this to fucking draw.
I couldn't believe how long this was, like how many segments it took.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, segments, like going
but not
to
only that,
commercial.
when they started doing the countdown, I was like, oh, this is going to end in a draw.
That
I knew right away.
Stupid. Get a fucking winner. That's like watching the NFL and rooting for your team, and then we just tied. Yeah. You don't play for a tie. you don't. That's just my gosh. Yeah.
Football, I think is the football, and I think soccer or no hockey. I think they're the only sports that could end in a tie.
Yeah, it's just, and that's the same thing with wrestling. You need a winner. Like, if you made Bryan Danielson lose, would that really hurt him? Not really, because he's going after the world champion. Yeah. Like, and that's the only thing I didn't like, but that was my only high point.
And I gave that my high point as well.
Yeah.
All right, on to low points. For me, I gave it to the Macedo Wardlow.
Yes.
Oh, really?
I'm not a fan of Wardlow.
You're not?
Oh, no, shit. Like when I saw him first, like okay, let's see what he can do. Like he has the right look.
Yeah.
But then like some of the matches he's had, some were okay, but others after a while.
What about the fact that they're herbing him too, though? In my opinion, like at the end with what's his name,
Sean Spears.
Oh, Sean Spears.
Like, MJF said for you to go get the champagne so we can have our celebration later. So come on, get out the ring. It's like, man, if somebody was talking to me like that, I'd be like, fuck you.
See, maybe if he's like breaks off on his own,
he might be better off.
Yeah. Huh? He needs away from MJF. Honestly, he's been there the whole time. From the beginning, yes.
Yeah.
He's been there the whole time with him.
Yep.
So
maybe it's time to break it off.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought they were going to do it at one point when MJF was like, "Do we have a problem here?"
Yeah.
Right.
Like it was. No.
All right, Clay.
Hopefully soon.
Low points for me was same. There's Wardlow versus Matt Sydal. I honestly think with the whole Wardlow thing, I think he needs again break away from MJF. He needs to go out on his own. But yet you have another squash match with a guy that's like twice as low as you are. Like Matt's not that big. Wardlow is, massive. It just, again, it's another squash match that we really didn't need. So that was another low point for me.
Wait, Tony.
My low point, it was the Young Bucks, Adam Cole and Fish promo. What was you know what was bothering me the most? And you guys are going to think that I'm being petty, but I don't care. But it was that fucking kazoo in the background while they were cutting that damn promo. I was like, can somebody shut that off? But honestly, when I first was watching this promo and I was looking stuff up online on my iPad and I heard it and I'm like, who the fuck's blowing that? I'm looking at my house. Like, who the fuck is blowing a goddamn kazoo in my house? Now, mind you, it's only me, my wife, and the dog. My wife was sleeping, so I'm like, is it the dog? Dog, where are you? Bailey, where are you? Are you doing the kazoo while I'm trying to watch wrestling? Found out it was them. I was like, that's annoying. Why would you do that in the middle of the promo?
I don't know if this is just me, but did Bobby Fish look like the odd man out there? He was just over to the side.
Yes.
I honestly feel like whenever he was or is with the Super Click, I feel like he's the odd man out.
I
agree. Yeah.
I agree. Sad but true.
Yeah.
But also, I'm going to throw this out there. The Varsity Blondes promo. It's bro, I know you were mad, but you totally punked out your partner. You
exactly. You made Brian look like an idiot.
He did. Brian Pillman Jr.
Whose
friend
side
of the show. We love you.
Whose side are you on?
Exactly. That's all he asked.
Right.
Like, he was just asking him, yo, bro, he ain't asked, but he was like, yo, take it easy. We'll figure it out. Whose side are you on? I'm like, it is my side. The fuck?
Hell,
Trying to calm your ass down. Totally punked him out.
That's our sister, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Whatever. I honestly, if this was going to be, Malachi versus one of the Varsity Blondes, I honestly would rather see him fight Pillman than I would Griff Garrison, if you want me to be completely honest.
Oh, you're right.
So, I don't know.
That was my low point.
All right. Overall, this episode, I gave this a C.
Wow.
Play.
Overall, I gave a C as well.
Tony?
I gave it a B, but only because of the Bryan Danielson match versus Adam Page. It's the only reason why I gave it a B.
Okay.
It was half the show, for Christ's sake.
All right.
Yes.
On to the SmackDown breakdown with Tony.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I got SmackDown breakdown. Let's go over to the low points of it. Elio, what's your low points of SmackDown?
Okay. Oh, boy. King Woods' backstage segment.
Oh, my God. With that oversized fucking crown.
Oh, the crown is bigger than his head.
What
exactly.
the fuck? But you know what? That's an ego thing, too.
And I agree.
They smashed that old one. And I'm pretty sure he has input on that. And I'm pretty sure that was his fucking idea. Talk about egotistical, my God.
Man, and I see it now more when he is king than I did before. Like, I know Woods had somewhat of a, I wouldn't say cockiness, but something's there. And then as soon as he was king, that's a better word. And then now it's like more and more.
I'd rather hear Queen Selena's accent than hear Xavier Woods' accent. Gee.
That's true.
Leave my girl Zelina alone.
Even though I hate, and that's the thing. I'm not hating on Zelina. I just hate the character. I just, but I agree. I would rather hear Zelina's bullshit than Woods' bullshit. Oh shoot!
All right,
That's
Clay.
great.
What was your low point?
Freaking happy talk was my lowest point. Jesus Christ!
Oh wait. When it was go on.
Well, and the thing, like the jokes again, it's like,
what
the fuck? Nobody reacted to that.
No,
nobody besides Madcap Moss and
Corbin. But did you guys notice that during that time the fans, because they were in Chicago, they were starting to chant CM Punk.
I heard that.
Did you hear Pat McAfee's cover for that? Did you hear what he said? You didn't hear what he said?
No.
He goes,
I didn't catch it.
You know what? I agree with the fans. We want love.
Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot that.
That's what and then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I know he was referring to, trying to not say CM Punk without saying CM Punk. So he went with something that sounded like it. And then I was doing it in my head. CM Punk, CM Punk. We want love. We want love. And I was like, fucking Pat's a genius, man.
See where I was going. And you know what?
I like him. I never disagreed with you on it.
If this fan is listening to the show, I want to give props. Did you see in the corner of before the entrance ramp, there was a sign, acknowledge Pat McAfee. Bro, I love you. I just wanted to say that. I was like, yes, please do it. I mean, that was awesome. So I told you guys, Pat McAfee is gold. It has been.
Yeah.
So, but the whole again, we're gonna go to low points and you're telling me again that you two could not pull the sword out of a fucking desk, and then you have Drew come out and just
Yeah.
pull it right.
Yeah,
Really?
I saw when they were trying to pull that sword, I'm like, easy there, King Arthur.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
When Drew first put the sword in the desk, I knew right away they were going to do a King Arthur type segment with it.
Mm-hmm.
And they did. They did.
Yeah,
The minute they brought it, especially when they brought it into the ring, I was like, oh, they're going to try to take it out. It's not going to come out. Drew's going to come in, and then he's going to take it out easily. But then Drew was trying to make it at first, like, he kind of fucked up a little bit because he should have just fucking yanked it out. But I think Drew thought that he was going to have a hard time. I don't think he thought that it was going to be easy for him. I thought it looked like he thought that it was going to give him some trouble, but it didn't. So he kind of fucked up there.
That whole segment was ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
But what was that? Go ahead. Who was that?
No, I was just agreeing.
But just to throw it out there too, another low point that I had was Naomi versus, was supposed to be, it was versus Shayna. It's like this whole thing with fucking, what's her face?
Sonya Deville.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, can you just, seriously? So, nothing against Sonya, but she's nothing to be like, bowing down to. It's like, who the fuck are you? You were just put in that position for what?
How can they draw this program out? How much longer
It's
can
dumb.
they do this?
Yeah, it is.
Dumb. And also I wanted to throw out, you know what? I'll reserve my comment for after. High point, Clay.
Highest point for me was Roman Reigns' promo towards the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And Roman is on another level. I will say that. How he made the comment of, I hate when my cousins lose. That's great. I loved it. And even involving Paul like that and firing him, giving him the Superman punch. I just enjoyed the whole thing. And Brock coming out, laying out the bloodline. It was pretty good. So I definitely gave that a high point for me.
Elio.
Yeah, that was my high point, was that whole segment with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
You see when he was asking Paul Heyman the question, you see Paul Heyman just like crying. It's like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Paul is great with that.
No more googly eyes, I guess.
No, no more of that.
No more of that. But I mean, that was my high point also. But my thing is that, well, are they gonna keep going with this with Paul Heyman? If that, are they going to do this thing to where, all right, so Paul Heyman's going to be the advocate again for Brock Lesnar. So that means less TV time for Paul Heyman, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's going to manage somebody else, which I highly doubt. But I just think, in my opinion, that this was just way too early for Paul to leave the bloodline. He was a perfect fit for that bloodline,
That's
with
true.
Roman. But I'm not going to take it away. I still think it was a high point of the show. But, I just think it was just too early for that to happen, in my opinion. But before we go to the overall, though, I just wanted to point out the Sasha and Toni Storm match versus Shotzi and Charlotte. I was rooting for this match, but this match was sloppy. And I'm putting the blame on Shotzi on this one. For me, she looked lost. I was like, wow, this is unexpected of Shotzi in my opinion.
That was the best I've seen Toni Storm.
Toni Storm was on a different level, yeah. But Shotzi, man, I placed 90% of the blame on her. I was like, Shotzi, get it together. Yeah. But Toni Storm, she was impressive. Overall, I gave SmackDown a C+ this week. Clay, what'd you give it?
I gave SmackDown a C.
Elio, what'd you give it?
And I went with the C as well.
All right, let's get into AEW Rampage with Clay.
All right, we're going right into Rampage.
Yeah.
Low points for me was the whole Dan Lambert promo. You know what? The truth, and you know what? I will admit, Dan's promo at the beginning was decent. Spoke kind of a lot of truth there with the whole talking about, oh, well, Cody gets in these matches and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, he does have a point. I will say that.
He ain't wrong.
No, he isn't.
Not
but
wrong.
When Cody came out, okay, didn't say anything, and then there's just a brawl that happens. Then Dustin comes out, and then it's just like, okay, whatever. So that made it a low point for me. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Elio, your low points.
Yeah, that was my low point. That was my low point as well. Dan Lambert promo.
Yeah,
it's not good. Tony, your low points.
Yeah, same thing. It was that Dan Lambert promo. But what I just found funny about it is just when Cody was coming, everybody was still giving him shit. You know?
Yeah.
And then just the fact that Dustin came out, like I was looking at that like, wow, they brought Dustin out just to try to get over Cody. That's all I saw. Basically. Yeah, it was a low point. But you're right. Dan Lambert spoke the truth. I was like, well, that motherfucker ain't lying.
No.
So you can't hate on him for not lying. So, that was also my low point.
All right. High points for me, honestly, was 2.0 Daniel Garcia and the Acclaim versus Eddie Kingston, Lucha Bros, and Santana Ortiz.
Oh, right.
I like this better than I did the first match of the show. I thought this was a little bit better than the 8-man tag that they had. Everybody got in their shots and everything like that. And honestly, 2.0 and their team getting the win kind of surprised me. You know, I didn't expect that. Jungle Boy Luchasaurus coming out. And, you know, I am, but not really looking forward to a match between them and the Lucha Bros. You know, I don't know. There's something weird about that with me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big Jungle Boy fan. I am. But I don't know if that would work for a match.
Yeah. I think
so. That was my highest point. Elio, your high points.
My high point was that match as well. That was an 8-man, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or no, 10-man. 10-man.
Okay, see, I'm not the biggest fan of these multi-tag team matches, but yeah, that one I liked a lot better than the opening match.
Yeah. All right, Tony, your high points.
Mine was the Young Bucks and Adam Cole and Bobby Fish versus Best Friends. It was a good match. These guys, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm a fan of the Young Bucks wrestling, but I'm not a fan of the Young Bucks. So I can't take away their abilities in the ring. But also with Adam Cole and Bobby Fish. But my thing is poor Bobby Fish. I said it earlier on the show, but he's the one that took the pin. And it was kind of obvious that if the Best Friends were going to win this match, he was the one that's going to take the pin. So I have to ask again, are they doing right by Bobby Fish? You know, I mean, he really didn't have that big of an impact in NXT. So and I clearly saw when he signed with AEW, everybody's like, oh my God, that's awesome for Bobby Fish. That's all, better than NXT. I haven't really seen Bobby. I think I've seen Bobby Fish win one match. When he was coming out there, they made a point to show his record of 4-4.
If you want me to be completely honest, I feel like he was the least what do I want to say person in Undisputed Era.
Yeah,
honestly.
And I'm too. You guys know that?
No, I didn't know that.
In New York, I did. Yeah,
nice.
A few times. Yeah, he's a nice guy. And I hate saying this about it, but it's true, bro. Yeah. You know, they're not doing right by Bobby Fish. So that was my low point. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, overall, I gave Rampage a C+.
Oh, wow.
Elio.
So I gave Rampage a C+ as well.
All right. Tony?
I gave Rampage a C. Plain old C. Oh,
all right.
All right, that's it this week in wrestling. All right, let's the Battle of the A show. Who won it this week? Let's go with Elio. You got it first. Who you think was the A show this week?
I'm giving it to Raw.
Wow, okay. What's your name again? Clay. What's the A show for this week?
You know, for me, if I had to go over, I gave Raw a B, NXT a B-, Dynamite a C, SmackDown a C-, and Rampage a C+. So I'm going to go off my notes, and I'm going to go with Raw as well.
All right, Raw wins it again. This is like, what, 3 weeks in a row for Raw?
Three weeks, yep.
So it seems like they're doing something right, I guess. My notes, though, I had, because it don't matter what I say, I had Raw at a B, I had NXT with a C+, AEW Dynamite with a B, SmackDown with a C+, AEW Rampage with a C. So for me, if I would have had to pick, I probably would have went with Raw also. AEW was a really close second to that. So there you go.
Yeah.
There's your This Week in Wrestling. Like I said, we're on vacation next week, so but we're still gonna do a vote within ourselves to determine which one was the A show for next week's show, and of course it'll reflect on the following week's show. All right, let's get ready for the book. All right, those that are new to the show, basically what we do is we put the most ridiculous things that happen in the week of wrestling. And like I said, we do it for a good laugh, because sometimes we need that laughter in our life. So you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Heyman's googly eyes. We might have to take it out, huh?
I think we can take it out.
Take it out?
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be doing much more googly eyes anymore unless it's for Brock.
That's true. Baldy Sam's go fuck yourself.
Oh, no.
Fuck him, Stays.
Kevin Dunn's camera shots.
Stays.
This guy,
No,
what the
no.
fuck?
You know what? I was just looking at my Christmas list. I don't ask for much. I have one thing on my list. I want all WWE cameras to be kept as far away as humanly possible from Kevin Dunn because 2022 must be camera cut free.
That's awesome.
You're right, though, man. But it was really bad during the women's match on Raw.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
I was like, no, I take that back. Not on Raw, on SmackDown. In the Charlotte, the beginning.
Yeah.
I also saw it during the Harlem match. The
really?
Match when he was attacking the other guy.
That's right. Yeah.
And that kept going like in and out, in and out. I'm like, dude, stop.
Oh, it's fucking annoying. Cody and Brandy's damn ego.
That stays. You know what? Speaking of Brandy, how much is she fucking making? Since she's like a VP, sorta. She has
for the women.
I think on here, on the one I'm looking at, it has 2 million, but that can't be right.
That
can't be right because, like I said, this is July 2021.
Yeah,
that's got to be more.
We'll do more research on that to see if we can find an accurate one. But $2 million.
Wow,
that can't be right. That can't be right.
No.
New NXT logo.
Stays.
Tony Khan's damn ego.
Stays.
Tony Schiavone's sting. Oh,
he did it again.
Did it again.
Stays.
And that's another thing too. Was it during Rampage when they came out? Why they come? It's like, what?
No, it was Dynamite.
It was a good match, but they ruined it.
Yep.
Seriously.
I agree.
And this one, I just remember. Did you catch this last week? I think it was, or when Ruby Soho and Chris Sandler had their match. Tony started singing Ruby Soho's theme.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god. What the fuck are they doing? Clay and Elio's favorite, Queen Zelina's accent.
That stays.
Elio's
should we put Xavier Woods' accent in there as well?
Getting close.
Getting very close. Yeah.
If he, you know what? Well, we're not going to be.
You know what? You know what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Put him in. No, because seriously, and even like during SmackDown, not only did he have his chair and shit, but you had other guys around him. Hell.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They had Nakamura and Boogs were there.
And then having Boogs kiss his fucking Rick. Get the fuck out of here. You see when he went towards like Ricochet was like, not me. You ain't gonna do that shit to me. Get the fuck out of here. All right, so we'll call it Xavier's damn accent. That's what we'll go with. Clay, do the honor.
All right, Xavier's damn accent. You just made the book.
Elio's tag team list.
Stays.
Damn.
Even though it's like mine, it's PWI's, but whatever.
I know, right? It's not even his list, but he got blamed for it.
I'm sorry, brother.
Elio's just Elio.
Stays.
I'm telling you, he's going after my reign.
He's like, just leave me in the fucking book. Oh, and this is interesting. I forgot we even put this in there. Xavier Woods' Burger King crown.
That stays because it still sucks.
It's terrible.
It is.
And of course, obviously, the new entrant into the book, Xavier's damn accent.
That stays.
That's just terrible, man. All right, that's it for the show. But hang on. After the show, we have the 5-second shuffle. Those that are new, basically all we do is that I play a random song. I hit the shuffle button off my phone. And whatever song comes up, I'll only play 5 seconds of it. And the guy's got to guess who it is. Who's it belong to? And the first one to 5 wins. And that's just how we ride off into the sunset until Thursday. Until the 30th of December. That's our next show because we will be on vacation next week. And actually, you know what? I forgot to mention this. Elio, you are on another podcast. If you want to throw a plug, man.
It's the It's the PNC Progression Wrestling Podcast. Myself and my co-host Ben Pierce. Every Saturday night we record and we are on Spotify, iTunes, and Overcast, Anchor.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. If you guys want more of Elio.
We're up to 162 episodes.
Wow. Goddamn. So there you go. So if you want more Elio, you can follow him on there. Shit. With that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the $50 man,
Clay Cummings,
and the gentleman,
Elio Canella.
All right. Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see y'all in a couple weeks because we deserve a vacation, damn it.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, everybody.
Yes. Merry Christmas to
Merry
all.
Christmas.
All right. Who's champion? Clay is, right?
Clay.
Yeah.
That's why he wanted to move the show up to 10 a.m. He knew if we kept it at 11 that I would still win.
That's right.
He's like, fuck it. I'm going to make up an excuse to move it up to 10 a.m.
Oh, damn.
Holy shit. Wow. All right. Clay, you have champion's advantage. You can either go first or pass it off to Clay. What are you going to do?
I'll go first.
All right. Here you go. Here's your first one.
The Young Bucks.
Yes, the Young Bucks. You are on the board, my friend, with one. All right. Elio, this one goes to you.
He's just a common man.
Dusty Rhodes.
Yes, Dusty Rhodes.
The man.
Tied up at one.
Dream. I love that song.
Yeah, he was. I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Clay, this one's for you.
Mia Yim.
Holy shit! Yes.
Yeah. We haven't
How'd
heard
you know
that.
Damn.
I like that song too.
Wow.
I'm a HBIC.
Yes.
I like that song.
Holy shit! Wow.
Jeez.
Clay is up 2-1. Goes to Elio. Here you go.
Seth Rollins.
Yes, Seth Rollins. Tied up at 2. Clay goes to you. Here you go.
Is that? I don't know. Rio.
No, it is not. Elio for the steal.
Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero. Yes.
Is it?
It's her AEW theme. It's her AEW theme, I believe.
Yeah, AEW.
Yeah, the
Listen to her.
Excuse Me remix.
You don't hear her? Hear it now?
I hear it now. Yeah, I heard that part. Wow.
I just said it at the beginning. Man, I thought you was gonna get it. Holy shit! Elio
I'm
steals that
sorry.
one. He is up 3-2. Goes to Elio. He could be up 4-2. Here you go.
You're not enough for me. Oh, no, no.
Is that Michelle McCool?
Michelle McCool, yes, it is. Elio is up 4-1. 4-2. Sorry. My bad. Goes to Clay. Here you go.
Hulk Hogan.
Now you know.
Well
if you
done,
didn't get
sir.
that-
Well done.
Oh, I would have got major shit if I fucked that up again.
Yes, you would have. All right,
got
Elio
it.
is still up 4-3. Yeah, you would have gotten a lot of shit on that one. All right, Elio could win it with this one. Here you go.
Biscuits and gravy.
Jesse and Festus.
Yes, Jesse and Festus.
We get that so much.
We do. We do.
Yeah.
But what's funny, the look on your face, Clay was like, if you don't get this,
I was like,
feeling it.
ooh, I love it too. I love that song. You know what is funny though? Anytime I do have like biscuits and gravy for breakfast, I will sing that song. And Kaylee's like, really? I'm like, hey, it's good.
Hey, biscuits and gravy.
Made me a man. I love it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We don't own the rights.